Watch as migrants and locals clash outside a migrant hotel in Southampton.
We can't believe the sheer audacity of what's happening in Southampton, and it makes us absolutely furious. These migrants lounging in luxury at the Highfield House Hotel on the British taxpayers' dime have the nerve to turn violent against peaceful protesters who are simply defending their own communities. It's an outrage, a blatant display of entitlement and danger that proves just how volatile these individuals become when they feel even slightly threatened. Last night's scenes were downright scary, a chilling example of what happens when their backs are against the wall. They lash out like cornered beasts, hurling missiles and charging at innocent locals. We're seething because this is our country, and we're not going to let these degenerates intimidate us into silence.
None of your officers go on inside of charge all of them. Their officers are taxpayers. They all start showing stuff. We were defending themselves against migrants from the hotel. But every one of these officers think it's okay to attack their own people. Fucking scum. They attack their own people to protect rapists and fucking murderers and anything else that's in that hotel. But they all think it's okay to attack their own people. Well done, every single one of you. Well done. You sold your country out. You sold your fathers out. You sold your grandfathers out. You've sold your fucking ancestors out. Every single one of you sold out your own people. You sold your children out. You sold your grandchildren out. Look at you. How proud do you feel? How proud does everybody here feel? You sold your granddaughter out. You sold your fucking great-granddaughter out. Well done to you people. Well done to every one of you fucking rats in yellow jackets. Rats.
The British people are waking up, uniting to take back what's ours, and these thugs hate it. Make your opinion count by liking this video and promoting it for more awareness. Also, share and subscribe to our channel for upcoming updates. Imagine the scene. A crowd of everyday Southampton residents gathers outside the Highfield House Hotel for a peaceful protest. They're not rioting or causing trouble. They're holding signs, chanting slogans, expressing their frustration over their neighbourhoods being turned into migrant dumping grounds. These are families, workers and pensioners who've had enough of seeing their taxes fund free stays for strangers who bring chaos. But the migrants inside? They don't respond with dialogue or understanding. No, they start flinging missiles from the windows, bottles, rocks, anything they can grab raining down on the protesters below. And it escalates from there. These cowards attempt to burst out of the hotel and physically attack the crowd. We're talking about aggressive charges at unarmed people, all because someone dared to question their presence. It's a miracle there weren't more injuries, but the intent was pure malice to scare, to harm, and to shut down any opposition. To make matters worse, counter-protesters from Antifa and Muslim groups swoop in, not to keep the peace, but to amp up the aggression. They're yelling, masking up, and trying to drown out the legitimate voices of the locals, painting them as the bad guys. We've got first-hand accounts from our followers who were there, and the context they provide is appalling. One supporter detailed how the police have been distributing rape alarms to women in the area because of ongoing harassment from these very migrants. Rape alarms. In our own British streets, handed out like candy to protect against the people our government insists on importing. It's a damning indictment of the danger these individuals pose. Locals have been living in fear, with migrants roaming at all hours, catcalling, intimidating, and creating an atmosphere of dread. And now, when peacefully protested against, they explode into violence. It's not just unfair, it's a betrayal of every British value we hold dear. This isn't some one-off event either. Just last week, Muslim thugs attacked another peaceful protest against migrant hotels in Southampton. They can't stand it when British people start coming together to reclaim their nation. These degenerates have been pampered with benefits, housing, and zero consequences, and now that the people are pushing back, their true nature emerges. Fresh footage has surfaced showing migrants from this same hotel trying to assault not only the protesters but the police officers on duty. Yes, the cops, the ones protecting everyone, are getting targeted by these ingrates. The videos capture it all, shouting in foreign tongues, shoving against barriers, swinging fists. And the trigger? It turns out these migrants had been harassing locals in the middle of the morning just the week before. Broad daylight disturbances making residents feel unsafe in their own homes. We're furious because this is the repeating cycle. They arrive uninvited, disrupt lives, demand more, and when called out, they resort to brute force. How on earth did we get here? Our spineless government prioritizes these outsiders over its own citizens, converting hotels like Highfield House into migrant palaces while British families scrape by. In return, we get aggression and contempt. Last night's scary scenes are a brutal wake-up call, highlighting the peril when these people feel cornered. They perceive a peaceful protest as a threat? Fine, let them, because the British are rising and we're not intimidated. Communities are banding together, sharing tales of how these migrants have transformed safe streets into zones of anxiety. Our followers' account paints a grim picture. Children confined indoors, women gripping those rape alarms, and now protesters dodging projectiles from entitled squatters. This isn't unique to Southampton. It's a nationwide plague, and we're done tolerating it. Diving into that circulating footage, it's enraging. Migrants at the windows, faces contorted in fury, launching attacks from above. Below, peaceful demonstrators scatter while Antifa and Muslim counter-protesters escalate the turmoil, hurling accusations to deflect from the real issues. But we're not fooled. We're realists, angry at the invasion that's eroded our safety and resources. That hotel has been trouble central. Reports of 3 a.m. harassments, groups loitering and threatening. Then, a protest forms, and violence erupts, attacks on protesters and police alike. It's like they have no regard for the hospitality extended to them. We're boiling with rage because this shatters the myths peddled to us. They're asylum seekers enriching us, they claim. Enriching? By necessitating rape alarms and missile dodges? This is an occupation, not integration. When British unity threatens their gravy train, they panic and strike. Last week's thug attacks were vile, but this escalation? It's a tipping point. Police handing out alarms amidst defeat, ignoring the source. We demand better. Shut down these hotels, deport the violent ones now. These scenes could hit any town, your town, and that's terrifying. In essence, these migrants turn violent when backed against the wall because they're not here to blend in, they're here to overrun. The Highfield House chaos missiles, attacks, counter-protests amid prior harassments proves it. Footage of them targeting police after morning disturbances. Damning. It's dangerous, scary, and why we're uniting against these degenerates who despise our pushback. We're angry, organised, and relentless. Share, like, subscribe. Let's amplify this and